Spider-Man 2's Platinum Trophy was easily the most fun Platinum I've ever unlocked, so I decided to go after its prequel's Platinum to see if it would be equally enjoyable. And yes, I played everything on the hardest difficulty, so please just leave me alone. We start off the main story with Peter getting called up by the cops to go help them take down Wilson Fisk, aka the Fat Pin, cause they're just too incompetent to get that fat retard themselves. Once you get to the end of the mission, you get your first boss fight with him, and once you beat him up, you unlock the first trophy of the game. After that, I kept going with the main story cause my objective here was just to spam the main story first and unlock all the other trophies at the end. So while pursuing the next objective of the main story, I randomly got a trophy for completing a level 1 traversal benchmark. And I gotta say, maybe I'm just retarded, but I've got no idea what that even meant. Shortly after, I got into my second boss fight, and this time it was against Shocker. So we made quick work of him and got the trophy for defeating him, and immediately after putting that idiot behind bars, I saw that there was a backpack collectible right beside me. So I picked it up and got a trophy for getting 5 of them. And unlocked all the other trophies at the end.
So that was a fucking lie.
Then there was a brief moment where I could just explore the city while waiting for the next main story objective to pop up. So I went and perched atop Avengers Tower to get the trophy for looking down on everybody. The next main story objective then showed up, and it was nothing but just some stupid collectible the Black Cat left for me to do, but I don't mind it cause it gave us a new trophy. I then went quite a while without unlocking any trophies, and I honestly was beginning to panic until I finally got one once Miles Morales' father got blown to hell by Martin Lee's men. Quite ironic if you ask me. Once again, I was zipping from objective to objective, and I randomly got a trophy for absolutely no reason at all, which was indeed very convenient, but all that zipping from one point to the other was driving me quite crazy, so I decided to fast travel instead, or as the game likes to call it, ride the subway, which got me another trophy. I then got another trophy for getting a 100x combo, but later found out it doesn't actually count towards the platinum, which had me very much confused. But doesn't matter, I still got it, so I'm still cooler than the 64% of people who did not get it. Truly a bunch of sad losers.
No, bro, I'm good, bro.
I then kept on going with the story as usual, and at some point I got a trophy that I've got no clue about, but later got another trophy for getting spectacular or better on one of Taskmaster's bomb challenges, who's basically just some pathetic psycho with no friend nor social life who leaves a bunch of bomb challenges for Peter to do and then gives him a call like,
"Nice work with the bombs, but you lean into your throat too much."
It's as I said, a flippin' retard.
Oh, okay, goddamn.
Oh yeah, and by the way, I did get 3 random trophies right afterwards. I got one for unscrambling all of the district radio towers, one more for crafting my first suit upgrade, and then one for purchasing 5 different suits, and quite a while later I got one more for crafting 15 upgrades. A couple of kind of irrelevant events then took place, including a lot of MJ missions, which have gotta be the most boring thing known to humankind. And then there was a slightly long moment in the story where no trophies were unlocked, until I got to a boss fight with Martin Lee, and while doing it I got a trophy for perfectly dodging 10 times, and then after beating him up to the point where he crapped his pants,
Ew! What the fuck?
there was another one of those periods where the game kinda just forces you to explore the city while waiting for another mission. So I went and did all the Taskmaster missions and unlocked a couple of different trophies, and also got another trophy while I was doing a prisoner hideout thing. At this point the story was getting pretty close to the end, and to be honest, everything in the city was kind of going to shit. The villains were all teaming up against Spider-Man to get rid of him, which led to gaining another trophy for successfully getting assaulted by 6 armed men. The entire city was then in complete chaos as the villains released every single prisoner and all hell broke loose. But when most see chaos, some see opportunities, and so it meant that there was more crime tokens up for grabs, so I did a few of them on my way to the next mission, and I got a couple of trophies while doing so. Then all the villains needed to be stopped, so we decided to start with Electro and Vulture, and after defeating both of them, Peter decided to spend the night out on an open rooftop, despite being the most searched man in the city.
You are made of stupid.
And I got a trophy for not getting killed. Then after going through a quite annoying Miles mission which had me losing my mind, and a very much retarded MJ mission in which she uses the power of persuasion to infiltrate a super high security location with no security at all, Peter now had to take down the remaining 4 villains, and so I got 2 trophies for defeating Scorpion, Rhino, and Martin Lee. Lastly, Doc Ock was the final one to go after, so we crafted a brand new suit that has absolutely nothing on the OG Toby suit, I have to say.
You are not him. You are not him. No. You are not him.
And then went to fight that bald retard so we could defeat him. After a pretty cool fight, we eventually beat him up and left him in a very unhealthy position for his neck, and a bit later Aunt May died, cause that's all she or Uncle Ben seemed to do in the Spider-Man movies. What did he say? And we finally get the trophy for beating the story. It was now time for the cleanup of the whole game, and so I started with all the hideouts, and I got a trophy for taking down every demon warehouse, Fisk hideouts, Sable outposts, and prisoner camps, and also got another trophy for doing one of them perfectly. Then I was about to go and pick up all the backpacks, and I apparently unlocked a new ability that seems to allow Peter to hide inside of walls, but sadly didn't get any trophy for it.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
And then I went and collected all the backpacks around the city to get the backpacker trophy, and also took a bunch of random pictures to get the sightseeing trophy. And after that I completed all of the research stations, which were quite annoying because they take a while, and got a trophy for doing that also. And finally I tracked down the Black Cat by using some random pictures taken to calculate her exact location, which is very convenient, and got the trophy, which then left me with only the side missions left to do, which were quite a lot to be honest. So I got to work on all of them, and honestly they were all quite retarded, especially the one where you have to save this rat looking dude. And I didn't get a trophy for everyone, but still had to do everything for the 100% completion. I got a trophy however for finishing the side missions involving Tombstone, who is this albinos with impenetrable skin, and also got a random trophy a while later when I was doing more of these dumb missions, and finally got another trophy for finishing every side mission. Then all I had left were Howard's Pigeons, cause they're only unlocked once you play that particular side mission, and I happened to play it last, so after a while of chasing pigeons around like an autistic retard, I finally got a trophy for that, and to my relief got another trophy for achieving 100% completion everywhere. It was now pretty much over since I only had a couple of trophies to go and collect, as I started to feel kinda sad to see such a great game come to an end. Almost like how sad I felt when visiting Uncle Ben's grave, just to confirm that yet again, even in this universe he indeed still managed to get himself killed like an old retard.
Oh my God!
And then I unlocked every skill in the skill tree just to remind you all of the elite gamer that I am. Then I went back to Octavius's lab just to remind myself of how dumb Peter truly was for clearly not being able to see that Baldhead's downfall coming from a mile away, but also to do all the activities and get the trophy that comes with it. I then put on my suit once more to go and chain tricks in the air to get this sticky and tricky trophy, and came back down to greet a bunch of peasants because they can't swing up buildings to come and greet me themselves. And right afterwards I purchased every suit, even though it's kinda irrelevant since I only used like 1 or 2. And just like that, the beautiful Platinum trophy popped up on my screen. So that's it for the Spider-Man Platinum. Overall an incredible game I have to say, even though I kinda wished Yuri would die a painful death, but she didn't.
Hey, yo!